I'm 45 years old. For more than 20 years, I built my life the traditional way. University degree, corporate career, real responsibilities, real pressure, real results. I worked in serious environments, airports, commercial operations, retail strategy, revenue management. I wasn't playing business, I was living it. Budgets, negotiations, contracts, teams, deadlines, the kind of work that builds confidence, the kind of work that builds reputation. And if you looked at it from the outside, you would say, he's stable. He made it. He's established. So why would someone like that start again from zero? That's the uncomfortable question. And the honest answer is this: because stability is not security anymore. For 20 years, I traded time for money. That's the model most of us were trained for. Study hard, get a job, climb the ladder, earn more, repeat, and it works, but it has a ceiling. Your income is tied to your position, your employer, your hours, your physical presence. No matter how senior you become, you're still exchanging time for money. And at some point, I started asking myself something dangerous. What happens if the system shifts? What happens if industries change faster than we can adapt? What happens if AI replaces certain functions? What happens if I wake up at 55 and realize I built experience, but not assets? That thought stayed with me because we're living in a different era now. AI is not theory. Automation is not optional. Digital assets are not side hobbies anymore. They're leverage. And I realized something very clear. If I don't build digital leverage now, I will regret it later. But here's where ego enters the room. Starting over at 45 is not easy. When you've been in rooms making decisions, when you've had authority, when you've managed people, becoming a beginner again hits your pride. You're suddenly learning new tools, testing new platforms, watching tutorials, figuring out algorithms, and part of you thinks, shouldn't I already be ahead of this? But that's the wrong mindset. Experience doesn't disappear. It transfers. Strategy transfers. Discipline transfers. Decision-making transfers. What changes is the environment. So instead of pretending I already have everything figured out online, instead of faking income screenshots, instead of talking like a guru, I made a decision. I'm going to build in public, from zero. No exaggeration, no rented lifestyle, no fake urgency, just real experiments. I will test affiliate systems. I will build automation workflows. I will create digital products. I will try ideas that might fail, and I will show the numbers, even if they're small, especially if they're small, because that's the part nobody shows. Social media is full of results. Very few people show the rebuilding phase. They show you, I made $10,000 this month. They don't show you, the first 3 months were zero. They show, my funnel converts at 7%. They don't show, I rebuilt this funnel 5 times. That's what I'm documenting. The uncomfortable middle, the rebuilding stage, the recalibration phase. Because I know something many people my age are thinking but not saying. They feel the shift. They know the world is moving digital. They know AI is accelerating everything. They know corporate life alone may not be enough long term. But they don't see someone like them doing the transition publicly. Most online content about making money is coming from people in their early 20s, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not 22. I've handled million-dollar budgets. I've managed commercial negotiations. I've dealt with real operational risk. Now I'm applying that same mindset to digital systems, and maybe it works fast. Maybe it takes time. Maybe I fail publicly a few times. That's fine. Because rebuilding with awareness is powerful. Starting from zero at 25 is normal. Starting from zero at 45 is intentional. It's deliberate. It means you're not chasing hype. You're building leverage. And here's something I've learned after 2 decades in business. Comfort is the most dangerous trap. When things are fine, we stop evolving. When income is okay, we stop building assets. When life is stable, we stop questioning the system. But stability without ownership is fragile. So this is my reset. Not because I collapsed, but because I refuse to become outdated. This is day 1 of building digital income intentionally. You'll see the wins, the failed experiments, the numbers, the adjustments, the strategy shifts, no filters, no fantasy, just disciplined execution. If you're in your 30s, 40s, or even 50s, and you feel that internal tension, that sense that you need to evolve, this journey is for you too, not as motivation, not as hype, but as proof that rebuilding is possible and sometimes necessary. So this is day 1. Let's build together